The most terrifying thing for anyone is waking up each day and realizing that in their life, there is no one and nothing to wait for, to strive for. Perhaps the greatest fear is not loneliness, but the emptiness in the soul where there is no longer the light of hope to illuminate the path ahead. Each morning, the sun still rises, the birds still sing, the streets still bustle with people, but in our hearts, we hear only the sigh of our own breath. A day without something to look forward to is like a book flipped to its final page before we've had the chance to fully live its most beautiful chapters. But remember, life never runs out of reasons to keep living. If today you wake up with no one to wait for yourself, the you of tomorrow, stronger and more radiant. If there's nothing that makes you want to try, start with the smallest things. A newly planted pot of flowers, a hot cup of coffee, an old song. Little by little, we sow seeds of hope in our hearts again, so that when tomorrow comes, we have a reason to smile. For happiness is not about having everything, but having something to look forward to, and someone, even if it's just yourself, to live for. Life is only truly frightening when we stop hoping. Let each dawn be a promise to yourself that today you will live for one more reason to smile. Life is full of things that don't go as planned, and we can't avoid them. The only thing we can do is change how we see them. Life isn't always gentle. There are days of pouring rain, moments when every plan falls apart, and people who wound us deeply. But instead of trying to escape the storms, learn to dance in the rain. Changing your perspective is when you stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" and start asking, "What does this teach me?" A failure may be the end in the eyes of a pessimist, but it's a comma, a pause to begin a new chapter. For those who see life with eyes of compassion and resilience, like sunlight passing through a prism, shift the angle just a little, and the whole world bursts into color. When we learn to see the good in the bad, find opportunity in adversity, and smile through hardship, we've triumphed over life in the most beautiful way. It's not life that changes to make us happy, but our perspective that reveals the happiness already around us. Time is the precious gift that life bestows. It can carry everything into oblivion. Time is like a river flowing silently. No one can bathe twice in the same water, just as no one can relive a moment that has passed. It gives us youth, then takes away our naivety. It grants us love, then teaches us how to let go. There are memories that once tormented us, but one day, looking back, they're just faint, distant glimmers. Time has gently placed them in the realm of forgetting, where there are no more tears, only peace. And thanks to time, we learn to cherish the present. For everything we have today, a hug, a smile, a moment of stillness, could become tomorrow's memories. Time is precious, not just because it can make things disappear, but because it teaches us to hold on to what's worth remembering and let go of what weighs too heavily on the heart. Time is the greatest teacher. It shows us that nothing lasts forever, but that's exactly why every moment we live is priceless. Not every wound bleeds, and not every pain that doesn't bleed is painless. Some people always smile, always seem strong, but inside them lies a sky full of scars. They don't cry, don't complain, don't blame, not because they're not in pain, but because they've learned to endure in silence. Wounds that don't bleed are often wounds of the soul, where no ointment or bandage can fully heal. They can only be mended by time, compassion, and love. Sometimes a careless word is enough to wound someone deeply. A cold silence can hurt more than a knife cutting into flesh. So, before judging or speaking harsh words, remember, we never know how many invisible wounds someone carries. But thankfully, even those bearing wounds have the power to heal themselves. We keep moving forward, keep smiling, keep loving, even when our hearts have shattered. For that is humanity's most miraculous strength, to live beautifully despite pain, to remain kind despite wounds. The deepest wounds don't lie on the skin, but in the heart. Be gentle with others, for they may be fighting battles we cannot see. Our weakness in youth is that we easily make mistakes in life, but in return, we have boundless vitality. We recover quickly and rise again. Youth is like a flame, sometimes blazing fiercely, sometimes straying, but always warm and full of energy. We may err, choose the wrong path, but we never stop daring to walk. It's the recklessness of youth that makes us grow, and the fierce vitality within us that heals the mistakes we've made. Each fall is not a failure, but a chance to better understand what truly matters. Youth may lack experience, but it brims with unwavering faith in tomorrow, with the courage to try, to change, to start anew. That is the most wondrous strength, the power of renewal. Youth doesn't need to be perfect, only to know how to rise after each fall, for that is what builds the character of a mature person. Youth doesn't fear mistakes, only the fear of not daring to try again. Each stumble brings us closer to our true selves, stronger, more resilient, and more radiant. Life is not a rose-colored painting, but a canvas of black and white, where we must learn to create vibrant hues. Life is never as smooth as we hope. There will be bleak days, lonely months, times when every effort seems futile. But that's not the end. It's the foundation for us to learn, to paint our own light. Like an artist before a blank canvas, we have the power to choose the colors to adorn our lives. Though the backdrop may be black and white, we can add shades of gratitude, of love, of hope, and of dreams. Only by passing through muted grays do we understand true vibrancy. Happiness doesn't come from a perfect life, but from the ability to turn the imperfect into something meaningful. For every time we smile through hardship, give thanks amid loss, and keep believing in the dark, we paint the brightest stroke on our life's canvas. Life doesn't hand us a perfect painting, but it gives us a brush and a palette. Paint your own happiness, even if the canvas is black and white, for only you know how to make it radiant. The flame of life only truly blazes when we endure suffering and failure. That's when we learn to rise and keep fighting. The flame of life doesn't burn bright in ease, but glows in the dark nights of challenge. When everything crumbles, when we think we can't go on, that's when our true strength awakens. The tears we shed today will become tomorrow's light, for only suffering makes us grow, and only falling teaches us to walk with faith. Sometimes, life is like a forge. The fire of hardship melts us, the hammer of failure strikes us, only to shape us into stronger, brighter, more valuable steel. No one grows in ease. It's the darkest days that spark our fiercest will to live. Be grateful for pain, for it deepens our love for life. Be grateful for failure, for it teaches humility and perseverance. And be grateful for yourself, for despite falling, you choose to rise and keep going. The flame in your heart burns brightest when tested by storms. The more we overcome suffering, the more radiant we become, for it's in the darkness that we find our own light. Sometimes, you must feel sadness to truly understand the value of joy. Some sorrows are unavoidable. The sorrow of parting, of failure, of things left unfinished. They come to test our hearts, but also to help us grow, to love more deeply, and to live more fully. If life were only joy, we'd grow numb to happiness. It's the moments of sadness that make us cherish smiles, hold tighter to those we love, and give thanks for life, for still giving us the chance to feel. Sadness isn't something terrible. It's when we listen to ourselves, see our hearts most honestly, and when the sadness passes, joy returns, warmer, deeper, and more precious than ever. For light shines brightest after darkness, and we only truly know joy after tasting the salt of tears. Don't fear sadness, for it teaches us to treasure joy. Only by crying do we realize how precious a smile is. No sunset exists without a sunrise, and no night lasts without a new day. Trust that after sad days, life will shine again. Life is a journey full of changes. There will be times we stand in the long night, hearts heavy with worry and loneliness. There will be moments when everything seems lost, faith, love, or even ourselves. But remember, the night doesn't last forever, and the sun is always quietly waiting to shine again. A sunset may mark the end of an old day, but it's also a promise of a new one coming. So too, sadness is not the end, but a stepping stone to a gentler, brighter beginning. Every pain we endure helps us understand the value of peace. Every fall makes us treasure steady steps more. Life always finds a way to set things right, as long as we don't give up on believing in the light. Trust that after the rain, the sky will clear. After the dark night, dawn will rise again, bringing the warmth of hope and the light of good things to come. Don't fear the darkness, for it's just a pause before the dawn prepares to shine. Every sadness will pass, and when the sun returns, we'll smile for having been strong enough to wait. Immense sadness is not a sign of failure, but a lesson to make us stronger. Sometimes we can't change what has happened, but we can change how we see and approach it. Some sorrows choke us, making us think we can't stand again. But in those moments of weakness, we slowly realize sadness isn't the end, but the beginning of strength. Each tear that falls doesn't bring us down. It washes away illusions and unnecessary attachments, making us lighter and wiser. Life cannot be reversed. The past, once gone, is just footprints in the sand. We can't erase them, but we can choose how to step forward. If we keep tormenting ourselves over what's happened, we only trap ourselves in darkness. But if we look at it with compassion, we'll see every wound carries a lesson. Changing our perspective changes our life. When we stop asking, "Why did this happen to me?" and start asking, "What can I learn from this?" sadness stops being a burden and becomes a source of strength for rebirth. Sadness doesn't come to break us, but to teach us to rise stronger. We can't change the past, but we can change ourselves. And that is the most miraculous gift life offers. A sad life is not a full stop, but a question mark. It asks, what will you do to overcome it? Life sometimes drapes itself in shades of gray, dimming joy and leaving us with quiet sorrows, like ashes after rain. But sadness is not the end, but life's gentle reminder. Pause for a moment, look deep within, and ask, what will I do next? Like an artist before an unfinished painting, sadness doesn't erase the colors, but asks us to choose a new palette for our life. A sad life, seen through despair, is a dead end, but seen through the eyes of someone learning to grow, it's the start of a journey of self-discovery. Each tear that falls is not just pain, but a seed planted for resilience. Like after the rain, the blue sky doesn't come instantly, but it will come. Let sadness be the silent teacher that shows us patience, how to listen, and how to cherish small joys in life's rush. For only by passing through darkness do we understand the value of light. And then that question mark is no longer confusion, but hope's invitation. What will you do to overcome it? The answer lies within you, in your faith, in your actions, and in how you choose to keep walking. A sad life doesn't come to end us, but to teach us how to begin again, with a stronger heart and a soul that loves more deeply. Let the tears that fall on life's path become stepping stones to your success. On life's journey, no one escapes stumbles or long nights soaked in tears. But those tears, falling on life's rocky path, gradually turn into smooth stones, helping us walk more firmly forward. Each time we cry is not a step back, but a cleansing of the soul, making us more mature, stronger, and deeper. Success isn't built on roses, but forged from sweat, tears, and rising after failure. Tears don't fall to lament fate, but to water the seed of resilience lying dormant in our hearts. And one day, looking back, you'll see the path you walked, though full of tears, still sparkles with light, for each drop reflects your resilience and thirst for life. Let tears no longer be a sign of despair, but a silent vow. I won't stop here. Each drop is a brick of resolve, a step of faith on the road to success. So don't fear crying as long as, after wiping your tears, you dare to smile and keep walking. Tears don't weaken you. They make your path more real and your success more deserved. Sadness in life is an essential part of living. It makes us grow, strengthens us, and makes us more humane. A life of only sunshine would make us forget the meaning of rain. Likewise, without sadness, we'd never grasp the depth of joy. Sadness is an indispensable piece of life's mosaic, sometimes dark, but it creates the contrast that highlights the vibrant colors. When we're sad, we learn to listen to ourselves, to cherish the small things we once thought trivial. Sadness teaches us patience, sharing, and loving. With a heart that's been wounded, it forges strength within us, the strength of serenity to smile, though our heart still aches. Those who've known sadness often have gentler eyes, warmer voices, and hearts that empathize more, for they know everyone has sleepless nights. Everyone carries wounds they don't speak of, and that understanding makes us more humane, knowing how to care, forgive, and touch another's pain without judgment. Sadness in life doesn't come to break us, but to teach us to rise with grace. For only by shedding tears do we learn how precious a smile is. The strongest people are often those who faced the hardest trials. A sad life is not a pause, but a chance to prove your own strength. No one becomes strong through only peaceful days. Like steel hardened by fire, we only grow resilient by passing through storms. Trials, losses, and deep sorrows aren't the end, but life's tests where we prove we're not easily broken. When life turns sad and heavy, many choose to stop, but the strong are different. They rise, though their legs tremble. They know every pain hides a lesson. Every fall is a step closer to their true selves. Sadness isn't a barrier, but a bridge to a stronger version of yourself. Sometimes, strength lies not in shouting, but in silence. When we keep going, though no one sees. Being strong doesn't mean never crying, but wiping tears and choosing to smile again. Sadness in life doesn't come to extinguish our light, but to test if our flame is strong enough to light our path. And when you overcome it, you're not just stronger, but deeper and more radiant than ever. Sometimes you must feel sadness to truly know joy's worth. And when you pass through it, you'll shine brighter than ever.